Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you buy a copy of this, leave a review on Amazon. Email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com with a screenshot of the review on Amazon. I will gift you an Audible version of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy, exploring your 7 energy centers with mindfulness, yoga, and Ayurveda. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Please subscribe below, click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and give the video a thumbs up. I do readings, twin flame readings, romance readings, personal readings. You can go to my website, fondinwellness.com, and during this time, this is posted on March 27th, 2020, during this time of quarantine, I'm actually doing donations. If you book a reading, I'm going to donate $5 to a charity for the 30-minute readings, $10 to a charity for the bookings of 60 and 90-minute readings. This week, it's feedingamerica.org. I know I skipped the messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, so today we are doing a very special twin flame reading, messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, and we're actually going to see what's happening in the twin flame collective, especially for the Divine Masculines in this twin flame collective. It's interesting because so many of you out there have been wondering, what is this confusing time that we're going through? What is this quarantine that we're going through? What is that going to do to affect my Divine Masculine twin flame? Is that going to wake them up? Is that going to precipitate progress? You must know that everything happens for a reason, and the fact that your Divine Masculine and you awoke at the same time, usually anywhere within the last 2 years, and I know some of you it's been more recent, some of you it's been much longer than that. But generally speaking, the large part of the collective has awakened to the twin flame journey within the past 2 years, since about 2018. And just know that, of course, everything happens for a reason, that the times of change that are happening now are happening for a reason. And if you have not yet viewed the last video I posted on who or what are you living for, go ahead and view that video after this one. But it's really important to gain some perspective on what is going on and not get too in a frenzy, but it's interesting to think about and ask our angels and guides for guidance as far as what is Divine Masculine going through right now, March 27th, 2020, in this upcoming few weeks. In this collective of twin flames, the ones who watch this, of course, if you watch this, this message is being channeled for your Divine Masculine. Now, it might not fit to a T, but it might just be partially true or 50% true or 75% true, but there's always going to be a grain of truth to this if you are tuning in, watching this. If it feels resonance in your heart, this is definitely what's going on. And I wanted to do this special reading just because so much energy is going around, a lot of negativity, of course, a lot of fears, and I want to know, and I want angels, guides, I want the guardian angels, the archangels, guardian angels of the Divine Masculine collective, the romance angels, twin flame angels, to let us know what is as a result of this, as a result of what's going on, what is actually happening for Divine Masculines. So this reading is going to be in 2 parts. We are going to pick 4 tarot cards from 2 different decks for the Divine Masculine energy and what they're actually going through right now as we speak and into the upcoming weeks. So let's just say a prayer over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Divine Masculines, Guardian Angels, please let this reading be of the highest light and love of God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. twin flame angels and romance angels, please enlighten us on the divine masculines in this collective, what they are going through right now as we speak and into the coming weeks. So we're gonna, as I mentioned, we're gonna pick 2 tarot cards from one deck, 2 from the other deck. This is what they're going through right now. This is what's happening right now. This is what's on their heart and mind right now when it comes to everything that's going on, but then how is it affecting them in the twin flame connection? How is it affecting them as they awaken, as they grow, as they ponder, as they introspect, as they go through this journey, especially with all the impact of the world right now? This divine masculine collective, what is happening to them? Ooh, this one kind of flew off the top. So we're just gonna take this one. We'll pick 2 more. Angels and guides, divine masculines, guardian angels, help us to understand, what are they going through right now? What's happening for them right now? What is happening with this current event? They've awakened to this journey. How awakened are they going to become as a result of this? Okay. Instead, see, you never know what's going to happen. Instead, we have 5 tarot cards. We're going to get, yeah, oh my goodness, wow, wowie, wow, 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 wowie, wow, 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 wow. Holy moly. Craziness. Woo, okay. It's interesting because what I feel with the current energy is that it stirs up the pot a bit. It stirs it up. When you think you've been successfully moving forward, when you think you've been successfully managing your life, something like this comes in. Now, of course, this is highly unusual for most of us in that something of this magnitude has never happened in any of our lifetimes. If you were under the age of 70, perhaps, there have been comparable occasions during which this has happened. If we were to name a few, like the AIDS crisis in 1981, the Cold War, the threat of maybe a World War III, and I just remember that from the early 80s. If you go back a little further, Korean War, Vietnam War, World War I, World War II, but then we're just getting a little further away from the current generations. But that being said, it stirs up the pot as far as just stirring up anything that's left in your heart, stirring up anything that is left over. And the reason I say that is because what we have here is the 3 of Winter, which is the 3 of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak, great sadness and heartbreak and sorrow, and the need for forgiveness, the need to ask for forgiveness, the need to receive forgiveness, just that intense pain in the heart. And I believe that this pot has been stirred, and for the divine masculines in this collective, this is the first thing that's coming out, guys. This is the first thing that's coming out. And I feel that these are relationships. These are things that they've had this heartbreak because of meeting their divine feminines and messing things up, screwing things up, having to ask for forgiveness, having to see if they'll even be forgiven. That's the first piece of it. But also, I see for a lot of them, it's this realization that I can't stay with my current partner if some of them are in partnerships, other relationships. And it's that realization of, my heart is breaking because I know I can't stay. I know I can't continue with this, but my heart is breaking. And the reason why is because there are so many consequences happening as a result of them coming to this realization that I can't stay, coming to that realization. And it's interesting because the part the partner card that came out with this is the Wheel card. And if you put these cards together, it's, you know, this is a good card, the Wheel card, in the sense that it's time to move forward. It's saying delays are over. It's time. It's usually called the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of Good Luck. But since it's coupled with this Three of Winter card, I really feel that it's the overcoming of this karma that has been holding them back to moving forward. It's this karma of things coming up to be reckoned with and to be sorted through. And this is on their own. This is pretty much on their own, that it's time for them to sort through this stuff. The remaining bits of stuff that really they thought, I know what I need to do. I've made my decision. I need to move forward, because the Wheel, of course, is about moving forward. And it's that it's not easy, and they're sad about it, and they're worried. And I see many of them are actually worried about not being forgiven. And the great sadness comes from that place of, how badly did I screw things up? And I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't, because for the singles, the divine masculine singles, that they knew they felt this connection with you, but they denied it, they ran, all of that. There's this tremendous amount of guilt that they're feeling. And they feel they're damned if they do, damned if they don't, because if they sit in the corner and they don't move forward, the Wheel, if they don't move forward, then they're going to be sad and depressed. But if they move forward and then their divine feminines reject them or refuse to forgive them, then they're going to be sad and depressed. And so they really feel that, this thing, it just doesn't feel like it's going to lift. But rest assured, it will lift. It will lift. And you can see that, because this is the internal battle, the Two of Air. This is the Two of Swords. This is the Two of Air, which is that internal battle. And you see the unicorns crossing horns, which can indicate conflict with another person. I can see that. I can see for some of them it is conflict with another person, but a majority of the divine masculines that are out there right now, March 27th, 2020, and into the oncoming weeks, a majority, it's this internal battle. It's this going back and forth. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. And it's so funny that expression came out to me. It's not an expression I use very often, but they truly feel that. Now, it's interesting, because the remedy, here's the remedy for divine masculines, the remedy to this, the remedy to move forward, move beyond that karma, is to actually make the decision, make the choice. And it's kind of like, make the choice and burn all bridges behind you, so there's no turning back. You can't even turn back. And that's really, truly what they need to do, is to make the decision, burn all bridges behind them, so that they can move forward successfully and not have to be in that depressive state of guilt, of shame, of blame, self-blame. And what I feel that many of them are doing, they're trying to micromanage the outcomes, the feelings for everybody involved. They're trying to micromanage those feelings of everybody else, and you can't do that. You can be responsible for your own feelings and your own reactions and your own perceptions, but you absolutely positively cannot be responsible for everybody else's reactions or feelings or perceptions. And that's what they've been trying to do. And it's just not going to work. It's totally not going to work. Now we've got the Page of Earth here, which it's so interesting, because I believe this quarantine, what's doing for many divine masculines out there, is it's making them question. Page of Earth is about money, finances. It's a messenger of money, finances, opportunities, but also studies. And it could be promotions, but it could be studies that are going to lead them to doing something more challenging, something that they want to do, something they've been dreaming about doing. And this time that they have on their plate now, another part of that is wanting to research alternative ways of making money, alternative ways of having a job attached to a passion that they like, or having a job that's going to be more fulfilling to them, or a career, vocation, whatever it is. This time they're taking that to explore the options of, I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, or I need more money to not just survive, but I need more money to thrive. Now is the time that I'm taking to move forward. Now, what's interesting about these bottom three cards, it's super interesting, is that this card, the Two of Air, even though it's a card of internal conflict, there are stars in the card. And what do? We wish upon stars. The Page of Earth, this card of opportunity, if you look inside of the fairy's wings, there are stars all over the place. And of course, the Outcome card, which we got, and I don't know which card flew out, but I think it was a Two of Air that flew out because that's on my left side. And this is the Outcome card. We got the Star, which is amazing because we have all these stars. And what this means is everything is going to work out just fine for the Divine Masculines. This is about abundance. It's about moving forward, an abundance of love, happiness, joy, wealth, positive outcomes. And it's about the ever-flowing energy of positivity, the ever-flowing energy of having your wishes and dreams come true. It is the overflow of abundance. And I'm seeing that this incubation time for Divine Masculines, it's doing exactly that for them. It's allowing them to go deep within, make the decision that they have been knowing they need to make, but not necessarily actually making it, and exploring some things surrounding money, finances, and career, and studies, of course, for some of them. And then the outcome is going to look bright. The future is looking bright. It's going to look shiny. And I feel that by the end of this, many Divine Masculines are going to be in a much, much better place as a result of having the time to go within, having the time to ponder, having the time to self-reflect. Now let's see what the Divine Masculine has to say to their Divine Feminines in this collective. If the Divine Masculines could say anything and portray anything about love and connection to the Divine Feminines, what would they say? What would they portray? Okay, this card, it's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna take this Romance card. Divine Masculines, if they could say anything to the Divine Feminines, what would they say now? And if they could say anything to their Divine Feminines, what would the Divine Masculines say right now? Okay, and if they could say anything to their Divine Feminines, what would they say right now? This is interesting because we have gotten this card before, and it says spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. And it's really super beautiful. Now, if you are in total separation from your Divine Masculine, my suggestion to you is that they want to talk and connect with you in the 5D. In the spiritual realm. This is something that you can easily practice by journaling, by meditating, by contemplating, by writing your twin flame Divine Masculine a letter in a journal, and listening for the response from your Divine Masculine. It does take some practice, but while they are working out what needs to happen here for the next few weeks. Some of them might reach out, some of them might still not reach out. Some of them might though. But during this time, try to connect with your divine masculine in the 5D because they want to connect with you. That message is clear. It's clear that they want this. They need that reassurance that you're still there. They need that reassurance that you haven't left them. They need the reassurance that you're going to forgive them. They really need that, absolutely. This says children. Now this is for some of you, not for all of you, but some of you have children on your side. Some of your divine masculines have children on their side. And what I am feeling very strongly about this one, what they're saying to you, if that is the case, what they're saying to you right now is, please take a pause. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what is happening. What I want you to do is spend some quality time with your children, and I'm going to do the same. And I really want you to just play, be lighthearted, be child-filled with joy. Like, seek your inner child nature and play with that. Nurture your inner child. And they want you to just replace your focus on that aspect of your life for right now. And here's what they're saying. And this goes with that thing about change your focus, change your focus, change your focus. Because I have the obsession card. Now, in part, they have been obsessed. They have been obsessed because they're obsessed with this sadness, this lack of forgiveness, this need to kind of know the outcome in advance as to what's going to happen when they reach out to you. That's part of it, the obsession of not being able to make this clear choice right now. But on the flip side, what they're saying is that they feel that some of you out there, some of you divine feminines out there, have been living in obsession. And that's not what they want. They don't want you to be living in that obsession. They absolutely positively don't want that. And then we got denial, which is weird because these are kind of more shadow energy cards, the obsession and denial, and they're getting over that denial. They're absolutely positively getting over that denial, and that's what they're saying. It says, detach with love to clearly see the truth. And I feel that for many of them, they have really, truly overcome that denial. They've overcome the denial. They're ready to make that decision. They're ready to move forward. Now what you need to do is not fall into denial. And that's why they're trying to say, like, let go of the obsession. And when they say, for some of you that have children, is to take this time just to refocus your energies. Refocus your energies on your own children. But you can also reach out to them in the 5D if you're having trouble with this. Wow, this is so beautiful. Such a beautiful message here. Really needed though, right? I love you unconditionally, and it says the timing just wasn't right for us. But I love you unconditionally, divine feminines. It's just, it was the wrong time. It was the wrong time. There was so much to learn. There was so much to do to learn and grow. And if you're honest with yourself, divine feminines, you knew that the timing wasn't right on some level, right? I mean, again, remember, I'm a twin flame too, and I know, believe me, I would have given anything to come into reunion with my twin flame divine masculine very early on. Like, I would have given anything for that to happen. But there was something in him and in me, but in him that he needed to heal because it would not have worked. And even in myself, I had to come to a place where I was confident that I deserved to have his love. And they just want you to know that they love you unconditionally. So stay out of that denial, stay out of that doubt, stay out of that obsession, and let them go through this little process that they need to go through in the next few weeks, Divine Feminines. And again, it's going to turn out beautifully. We've got the Star card. It's going to turn out beautifully. Within a few weeks, honestly, many of you are just going to see this turning around. You're going to see a lot of Divine Masculines reaching out, coming with an apology, coming with humility, really, coming with their heads not hung low, but just in a way that they're in recognition of what happened. They're in recognition of how much hurt they caused, in recognition of the need for them to be forgiven, and they're really hoping that you do forgive them. So I hope this was enlightening. It certainly was for me. And hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I know it's not easy, but totally hang in there. It's totally worth it. And just keep praying and meditating and sending good vibes to your Divine Masculine, of course, during these times. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to this channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and give the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames, and thank you for supporting this YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can also pledge your support on Patreon. I do a private party podcast every single month. www.patreon.com/MichelleFondin, and I will see you in the next video.